Parshas Toldos, and let's get straight to it. It says in the pasuk that these are the Toldos, hence the name of the Parshas Toldos. Ve'ela Toldos, these are the offspring of Yitzchak ben Avram, Isaac, the son of Abraham. Avraham, Holid, it's Yitzchak. Avraham is the father of Yitzchak. Rashi tells us, Ve'ela Toldos Yitzchak, and these are the generations of Yitzchak. Rashi tells us who they are. They are Yaakov and Esav, the children of Yitzchak, or Yaakov and Esav. Excuse me, because the Torah doesn't really say. The Torah says this is the story. These are the offspring of Yitzchak. It tells us who Yitzchak's father was, and then it starts telling a story about Yitzchak and Rivka and how they weren't having children, and then they prayed and they had children, and the whole story about Yaakov and Esav and fighting with each other. But Rashi wants to tell us, okay, what's the answer to the question? Who are the offsprings of Yitzchak? Doesn't tell you right away. Later on, it tells you the whole story about their birth and the Bechorah and the fighting and the whole story. But Rashi just tells you, Pashut, simple. What's going on? Who are the Toldos of Yitzchak? That's Yaakov and Esav. So everybody wants to know what Rashi wants. If you look in the story, if you read the story, you'll figure it out. Who they were. What's Rashi want by telling us that Yaakov and Esav are actually the Toldos, the offsprings of Yitzchak? So there are a lot of answers to this question. I'm going to tell you right now two answers. They're both short. Don't get nervous, everybody. To this question. The Gemara tells us, I haven't found this Gemara yet. I asked a few people. May or may not exist. But assuming that it exists, the Gemara tells us a mamzer, a person that was born from an illegitimate union, when the people who created them were not supposed to be together, such a person cannot have children. A mamzer cannot be molded, cannot reproduce. So now we know, it's interesting, this is what Rashi's coming to tell us. It's fascinating. We know Yitzchak was married to, Rivka and, let's start again. The third time might be a charm. Avram and Sarah were married for a very long time. They didn't have any children. Sarah was taken hostage, captive, by Avimelech. And then at the beginning of Parshas Vayera, she gets pregnant. So people think that it was Avimelech that was the father of Yitzchak, because the real father wasn't able to impregnate Sarah for all these years. And it's just a coincidence, she gets taken by Avimelech, all of a sudden she gets pregnant. It would seem to me that Avimelech is the father of Isaac. So we have in other places in the Torah where the Hashem wanted to show that it's not true. For example, Yitzchak looked just like Avram. Some say that's Pshat. Avraham only that's Yitzchak. By looking at Yitzchak, at Yitzchak, you can tell that he came from Avram and not Avimelech. Because if he came from Avimelech, he looked like Avimelech. He looked exactly like Avram to show everybody that Avram was the father. But a mamzer, okay, if let's say this happened, Avimelech was the father of Yitzchak and not Avram, what status would Yitzchak be? Would he be a kosher Jew?
Yes.
No, Sarah was the mother.
He'd be kosher Jew.
Sarah was the mother. Would he be a kosher Jew?
No.
The answer would be no. He'd be a mamzer, because Avimelech was not the father. Sarah was married to Avram, and some other dude came along in the deal. He'd be a mamzer. Now what happened? We said before, a mamzer cannot be moiled. A mamzer can't have children. But you see, in this week's Parsha, Yitzchak did have children. So says Rashi, how do you know Avram holidet Yitzchak? How do you know that Avram was the father of Yitzchak and not Avimelech? Yaakov and Esav are more of a Parsha than the fact that that Yitzchak had children. He had Yaakov and Esav. That's what Rashi's trying to come and tell us. It's a cute part. Avraham holidet Yitzchak. Avraham was the father of Yitzchak and not Avimelech. Because if it was Avimelech, Yitzchak would be a mamzer. And a mamzer can't have children. So from the fact that Yitzchak had Yaakov and Esav, Rashi says, the fact that he had these children, it was a raya that he was not a mamzer. Because if he had a mamzer, he wouldn't be able to have children. So if he's not a mamzer, that means that there was a kosher halachic Jew, Avraham Holidas Yitzchak. That's the first pshat from the Sefer Chanukas HaTorah, the Rebbe of Heschel. Then that's what Rashi's trying to come to tell us. Beautiful pshat. Avraham Holidas Yitzchak, and not Avimelech. Because if it was Avimelech, he'd be a mamzer, and a mamzer can't have children. So Rashi's stressing he had children. Who were there? Yaakov and Esav. To show that it was Avram and not Avimelech. Because if it was Avimelech, then he wouldn't be able to be moiled. Second, very short, cute pshat is as follows. Yitzchak was the son, when he was a tzaddik, he was a righteous man, his father was a tzaddik. Avram. Rivka, not so much. Rivka was a tzaddiker, she was a righteous woman, but her father was a rasha. Now we're going to get a little complicated over here, but so, of the two children, Yaakov and Esav, which one would we say would be attributed to Rivka, and which one would be attributed to Yitzchak? What would you say?
In regards to what? Personality?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, but I think it says in the Torah that Yaakov was more of like Rivka.
Yaakov loved Rachel more than Leah.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What are you saying?
Wait, what was the question?
The question was, Yitzchak was a tzaddik ben tzaddik. He was a righteous man. His father Avram was a righteous man. Rivka was a righteous woman, the daughter of a rasha, of a wicked person. So Rivka, she was the mother of Esav. She was mother of Yaakov too, but she was more of the. She's the one that brought Esav, because Esav was this idea of. Yeah. Esav was the rasha that came from a righteous parents, the opposite of Rivka. Rivka was the righteous woman who came from a wicked parents. That's what Rashi means. Yaakov and Esav Amur Parsha. Yaakov came from Yitzchak, and Esav came from Rivka. And therefore, fascinating. It's another raya that Yitzchak was not from Avimelech. Because if Avimelech was the one that was the father of Yitzchak, Yitzchak wouldn't be a tzaddik ben tzaddik. He'd be a tzaddik ben rasha. You hear? And therefore, he wouldn't be able to give birth to Yaakov. Because Yaakov, the righteous man, he was a tzaddik ben tzaddik. Okay? If Yitzchak is the one that brought Yaakov into this world, but Yitzchak couldn't be the one to bring Yaakov into this world, because Yitzchak didn't have that madrega of being a tzaddik ben tzaddik if his father was Avimelech. So his father had to be Avram. It's the second shot, and what Rashi is trying to tell us. Another raya that Avimelech was not the father. It's a little bit more complicated. I'll say it again. Right. Tzaddik, he was a tzaddik ben tzaddik, right? Rashi says that. And we'll explain that in the next piece, Mitzvah Hashem. Hashem answered the tefillah of Yitzchak over Rivka because of this concept of tefillah tzaddik ben tzaddik. So a tzaddik ben tzaddik brings another tzaddik. That's what we're saying. Yitzchak brought Rivka. Yitzchak brought Yaakov. Rivka brought Esav. I'm just going to say the cheshbon again for those who didn't cop it the first time. So that's what Rashi's trying to tell us. Yaakov and Esav are more of a parsha. Yaakov came from Yitzchak. Esav came from Rivka. So it's a raya that Avimelech was not the father. Because if Avimelech was the father, then he wouldn't have that level. Yaakov was the son of a tzaddik, who was also the son of a tzaddik, because Avimelech would be the grandfather. So Elamai, it can't be that Avimelech was the father. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a tzaddik ben tzaddik ben tzaddik. The whole thing would be messed up. Another raya that Avraham Avinu was the father and not Avimelech, and that's what Rashi is trying to tell us. Yaakov v'Esav Amur Parsha, in order to set up that level of tzaddik ben tzaddik ben tzaddik, as opposed to Avimelech.